From section 10.6, question number 22, the proof for segments of secants and tangents theorem. So I'm given that ED is a secant segment and EA is a tangent segment, given, and I need to prove that EA squared equals EC times ED. So the first two come pretty quickly. Given and then reflexive property, I have angle E congruent to angle E. That's a reflexive property. So ultimately, what I'm trying to do down here, looking ahead, is to show the triangle EAC, which I'm going to rewrite like this. EAC is similar to triangle EDA. So I'm trying to show that this one right here is similar to the whole thing. So I have that two angles are congruent. Next thing I want to do is I want to show that another pair of angles is congruent because I'm going to use the angle-angle similarity theorem. So EAC is congruent to half of the opposite arc, and the theorem that tells me that is the tangent intersected chord theorem. And the measure of an inscribed angle theorem, now look at ahead, I want EAC to be equal to angle ADC, so I'm going to use the measure of angle ADC. That's inscribed and it opens to the same arc, so that is also going to equal the half of the measure of arc AC, which means by the transitive property, those two angles are equal, which means that the two angles are congruent. So now I have EAC congruent to ADC, which is also ADE in my big triangle here. So now I can say the two triangles are similar, and if two triangles are similar, then their sides are proportional. So EA in both of my proportions. So I'm going to start with the blue triangle or the big triangle, and I'm going to say EA is to ED on my big triangle, EA is to ED, and now I want the same spots on the other triangle. EA corresponds with EC, EA on the big triangle corresponds with EC on the small triangle, and ED on the big triangle corresponds with EA on the small triangle. Voila, I have a proportion, and when I cross multiply, I get what I'm trying to prove.